and it's Season 3 Escalation. Well, this game's very similar to Call of Duty with operators, but the difference is these are specialists. Kind of similar to Call of Duty, I guess it would have been Black Ops 4 with the abilities they had. On here, they have similar things. As you can see in here, she's got like a rocket launcher. Difference is these kind of recharge a hell of a lot faster than they did in your Call of Duty 4 Black Ops. And yeah, it works better. In Black Ops 4, it took forever for you to get that special ability to work. But on here, they seem much more useful. I'm sorry. I did like Black Ops 4, though, I'm not going to lie. But on here, yeah, each person you pick has either one or two special abilities. Like this guy here you're looking at has like a trophy system that blocks rockets and grenades and barricades for cover. Um, and one of my favorites is Sundance, and then also she's got grenades that turn into clusters. I think it's four. Let me see here. Yeah, like four grenades there. And that first one you saw actually follows vehicles, air and ground. I love that character. I'm going to show you Zane. He's another one of my favorites. He's got this weapon here that you see. It's kind of like a grenade launcher or a flak launcher, whatever you want to call it, that fires behind cover. So you got annoying groups of people behind cover you just can't get to. Just shoot behind the cover and it explodes. Very useful. Each character on there, each specialist that you pick has their own unique kind of special, I guess you can say, abilities. So they're all unique. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into loadouts a little bit on that. Loadouts are a lot easier to create in here. Um, yeah, you just make a loadout, name it whatever you want, put whatever weapons you want in it. A lot easier than Call of Duty. I don't know why they made it convoluted and complicated when it's been the same for years. Um, but anyway, you just pick your weapon. Really easy to just hit your X to customize, up for up, down for down, right for right, and left for left. It's real easy. I don't know why they made it complicated in Call of Duty. Modern Warfare Fraud 2. Anyways, you just click on what you want, you go in and you customize it. It's real simple. Great thing is in the middle of battle, you can also do that way easier. But no, it's real simple, straightforward, not complicated. Same with getting the weapons you want to switch out. Real easy, not complicated. I mean, I don't have a whole bunch unlocked yet. I just started the game, but as I'm progressing, it's just a whole lot of fun. That's one thing Call of Duty's missing, mainly, is fun. And I've had nothing but nonstop fun in this game. I do love the fact that each little thing you want to pick, if you look, there's got a little example for you. So when you pick whatever gadget you want to pick, grenades, smoke grenades, whatever it may be, it gives you an example of how that item works. So you're not just picking it blindly going, okay, this might work. I don't know what it does, but I'm just going to pick it and go into battle blind. No, it gives you an example of what it's going to do. So you're not going to go into battle not knowing what you're in for. And again, everything it shows you. Now, I think it's funny, though, because if you look at some of these items, um, like that obviously straightforward. Ammo box, med box, fixing tool straightforward. But I'm going to tell you right now, when we go over to this AA missile is not going to blow up everything in the sky that quick. So maybe a light stealth helicopter, maybe. But if you're hitting a heavier air vehicle, it's not going to work. Yes, there's armor plates in here. Those work pretty well too. I've used those. C5 explosives are awesome. Um, Pretty much every gadget I've used is useful. It's not redundant so far. So I'll say I haven't picked anything in here yet that I didn't like. I haven't used all the things yet. As you can see, they're not all unlocked. But so far, everything I've used, I've liked. Um, yeah, I can't wait to unlock more. Anyway, uh, after we get through all these little items here, look, you got customizations for your vehicles. You got different things you can open for them too. So not only do you have your just colors, you can put more options on them to make them harder to hit. So if somebody locks onto you with missiles and stuff, you can kind of get away from it, either run or deflect the missile with smoke and stuff. Same with air vehicles. I haven't really messed with them too much yet. Like I said, I just started, but the tanks and everything, and the ground vehicles, like the light vehicles, I've used a lot, and I'm unlocking those, and then I'll move on to air vehicles. Hopefully, I don't crash it like a friend of mine did. We had a hysterical night that night, but lots of laughs and tears from laughing. But anyway, very, very awesome stuff here. Different colors you can put on your tanks, different camos and everything, just like you can your guns in this game. Lots to unlock. I mean, I don't even know where it's going to end because you also have the store into account. But anyway, here's a small example of what I do have right now. Lot for me to unlock there. More to buy if I want, which I probably will because this is a good game and I'm going to invest in it, unlike Call of Duty, Modern Fraudfare 2. You got this little ranger you can actually call, and he follows you around and kind of protects you a little bit. It's like a little robotic guard dog. It's kind of cool. Detects the enemy. He's real hard to kill. I've noticed. I've been killed by it a couple times. I might have an example of gameplay here. Moving on anyway. Here is your game pass or battle pass or whatever you want to call it. Now this is straightforward. This is the way it should stay, even in Call of Duty. I don't know why they thought they should change it, but they did. They thought they should change it. Anyway, so this here is your, I guess you could say it's kind of like your dailies, but this is more like weeklies. It's something that Call of Duty had. They have, like I said, weeklies. You don't really have to do it daily. I don't know why it's even really called a weekly. I've had it since I got the game. It's just things you need to complete. Now, maybe it's the week that these were released. I'm not real sure. I know week 4, when you get into that one, it says how many days it can be done on the end of it. So I don't know if that just disappears. I think it's a bonus week. But I know that when you complete these, you get little special things unlocked. I know some of them are just things you can add to your call sign, and that's about it that I've noticed so far. But anyway, here's your call signs and your different emblems you can add to your, I guess, to your name. So it's real nice because you can add a lot more than you could before. I like it. Here's your stats that you can find real easy. Something that Call of Duty Modern Fraudfare 2 couldn't do for the longest time. And if you notice there, my kills and deaths were really close. Something else that doesn't happen in the other one. I'm catching up to him now that I figured out the game. Anyways, again, back to this. There's a lot of customized options to your name. So I really like that you can customize a lot. You can add 3 emblems. That's kind of nice. I've never done that before. I don't think in any other ones. I've played a lot of the Battlefields, so I don't remember noticing that at all. Anyway, I really do like having plenty of options and lots of freedom to do that. So far, this game, in my opinion, so far, I'm going to have to give it a high rating. I'm not going to say yet what I'm thinking. I think it's coming close to an 8 for me. And I'm sure if I would have got it earlier than that, it probably would have been lower. But, you know, I didn't have it then. Thankfully, I waited. And what you're seeing here is just some store stuff, some little examples of what you can get in the store. But after this, I'll show you some gameplay. And then you can see the fun. I mean, not the monotonous nonsense of Call of Duty. Definitely lots of fun. So here you go. Here's some gameplay. I'll cut some of it down so you can see it. Much better than taking 5 hours.
We're moving Sector C is Alpha 2. Alpha 1 lost. Repeat, Alpha 1 lost.
Supplies over here!
Our enemy now controls Alpha 1.
Hostile base marked! 80 degrees!
We are about to attack Alpha 1. Capture Alpha 1. We have lost a quarter of our resources. Support package available. Waiting on your request. We are advancing on Alpha 2.
Southeast! Grenade out!
We have secured the sector. Under fire! Under fire!
More ammo here!
Thank you!
Hostile fire team spotted! 140 degrees! 110 meters!
We are attacking objective Bravo 1.
Enemy spotted! Grenade out!
Отмечаю опасность! А, fuck! Reloading!
Grenade out! Step back!
Боец ранен!
Отмечаю опасность!
We have taken control of the sector.
По мне стреляют! Нам конец.
objective. We've driven them back. The defenses are falling.
Mess them up, okay? Grenade out! Step back! Let's go! Shit! Hostile tank! Missile on target!
Our forces are maintaining their offensive.
Enemy spotted! We're on 90! 70 meters from my position! Shit! Hostile tank! Tossing grenade!
If we secure this sector, our victory is assured.
I trust you! Hostile armor spotted! Missile hit the target!
Victory is nearly ours. The enemy defenses have been dropped.
Weapon focus! That's all it takes! Grenade out! Step back! Keep your head in this! Reloading my weapon! Dropping ammunition! Victory's ours! Got one of them!
We no longer control objective Echo 2.
Now, honestly, I can tell you, this game in comparison to Call of Duty has a lot more on it. It runs more solid. I had maybe one time where there was a little bit of a lag, and then that was it. The game runs smoothly other than that one time. And I mean, that was I played maybe 10, 15 games and had that one issue. The way the game progresses for your weapons, your vehicles, just everything in general in that area is much better. I don't think there's really anything in that area that pissed me off like it did in Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty Modern Fraudfare 2 irritated the shit out of me. The way that they changed the UI, the way that they made their stupid patent come into effect. The heaviest in this game, their SBMM. But this one gets an 8 out of 10 because I played numerous games in a row and had fun the whole time. Even games where I was losing, I still had fun. You know, and then there would be games where I'd win, we'd be breaking even, you know, or we would just straight up stomp them. You know, some games on foot, some games in vehicles, just absolute fun. A varying type of games. That is what couldn't say what that's the only thing that Modern Fraudfare 2 is missing. Their missing main ingredient is fun. If they can just get that back, that'd help them out. But unfortunately,
I don't think they will. They're all about the money now. They don't understand how it works, and I think they'll sink. You know, what did they come out with recently? Shipment, and none of the old maps still from 2009 Modern Warfare 2. You know, the real one, where it was fun, where the perks were right. You know, where you had perks and then worked them up into pro. You made the perk better. They made the perks worse. So they did everything backwards. Anyway, let's not get into that. I can cover that again some other time, go in depth on that at some point, if I have the patience, if I want to reinstall the game. Maybe for parity's sake, not to actually play it seriously, because that game is a joke. It's a steaming pile of shit. We're just going to say it. Steaming pile of shit. Coming from an infinity turd. Anyway, difference between the two. The community over on this side with DICE, they listened to the community. The community said, hey, the game's broken. I wanted this game originally and it was broken. You know, but it was in a terrible state. So I went and got the terrible game, Modern Fraudfare 2. And now it's fixed. They listen to the community. They're still asking people what they want added. Okay? And we get communication back. They talk back, they tell you what's happening. All right? There's your difference. They listen to the community. And if you can't do that, Infinity Turd, Slack Division, you'll keep losing your customers. You'll keep losing your player base. Look at your numbers. If you can't tell what's happening, if you're going to lie about it and be quiet about it, well, then I'm just glad it's happening. It's going to keep happening. You got major streamers that play that game professionally. Games like this professionally leaving. So I guess keep lying or not saying anything about it, pretending like it's not there. And watch what happens. Because I personally, until you change, I will never buy another one again. You've already decided that. So, anyway, I give this game, almost want to call it a masterpiece now. I'm just kidding. In comparison to Call of Duty Modern Fraudfare 2, it is a masterpiece. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 in all seriousness. Because it has fun. You have specialists that have things that they do. They're not just useless. They don't just sit there and look pretty. They have different things they do. Your unlocks, you have an after action report. I didn't really show that in here. I didn't want to make the video a million hours long. That actually shows you what you unlocked. And when you unlock, you can choose when it's a weapon attachment or a vehicle attachment to add that at that moment of unlocking it if you want. Now, a lot of times I won't because I already have things set up the way I want. Now, if it's something new I've been trying to unlock, then I will. And that's very convenient. You know, so they have some very innovative things on here. So yes, 8 out of 10, has lots of fun, varying games. I didn't get spawn killed constantly because of monotonous, terrible spawns that the other game may have. Yeah, 8 out of 10. That's my final answer. And hey, who knows? It might even be better. You hear that, Slack Division? Infinity Turd? Yours is going down while their score might go up. What are you going to do about that? Nothing? You're going to be silent still? Huh? You're going to be silent? Probably. You're not going to get this. You won't hear it. Even if you do, for some reason, hear this or see this video, you're not going to do nothing. You're going to be smug. You'll be like, ha, 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 I already got their money. So you won't do anything about it. You'll just sit there in your diamond-lined chair, your diamond-lined pockets, making more shit. You won't get it until your ship burns and sinks. Anyway, I'm out.
Again, please subscribe, like, and share this for me. Help my channel grow. Thanks again. This is Noob Zero, and I'm out.